Two of the biggest tech giants. Apple signs AI deal with Google. Gemini to power Siri in future iPhones. This is like a BJP Congress alliance. This is why Apple-Google deal is making Elon Musk sweat.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Explained. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. For decades, the technology industry has been defined by the fierce rivalry between Apple and Google. It's a competition that has shaped the modern smartphone era, forcing consumers to choose between two distinct ecosystems. However, we are currently witnessing a historic shift in that dynamic. In a major move, Apple has entered into a landmark deal with Google to integrate the Gemini artificial intelligence engine into the iPhone. This is not just a software update, it's a fundamental realignment of Silicon Valley power. Today, we are decoding exactly what this rare partnership entails, why Apple chose to look outside its own walls for AI innovation, and what this means for the millions of people who carry an iPhone. So what does this deal actually look like? At its core, the agreement allows Apple to license Google's Gemini large language models to power generative AI features within the Apple ecosystem. While Apple has developed its own smaller on-device models for basic tasks, it lacks the massive server-side infrastructure required for high-level generative processing. The deal entails Google providing the back-end intelligence for complex requests. When a user asks an iPhone to perform a heavy-duty AI task, such as generating a complex image, writing a long-form essay, or analyzing massive data sets, the iPhone will securely route that request to Google's Gemini service. In exchange, Apple provides Google with a massive distribution network of over 1 billion active users. This is a multi-billion-dollar arrangement that mirrors the long-standing deal where Google pays Apple to be the default search engine on Safari. But this time, the currency is AI intelligence. To understand the significance of this, we must look at Gemini itself. Gemini is Google's most capable family of AI models, designed to be multimodal, meaning it can understand and operate across text, code, images, and video. It was officially launched as the successor to Bard in early 2023, but it became the tool of choice for many in 2025 due to its deep integration with Google's vast information index. Gemini didn't just appear, it was a result of years of research at Google DeepMind. Today, as we move through 2026, Gemini's user base has seen explosive growth. It currently serves 35 to 60 million users daily, with maximum usage by those between the ages of 25 to 34. People use it daily for everything from summarizing complex research papers to generating creative marketing copy and debugging software code. The number of Gemini users has increased by nearly 60% year over year because it offers a double-check feature that helps reduce the hallucinations common in other AI tools. By tapping into Google search in real time, Gemini provides a level of accuracy that many competitors struggle to match. The most visible change for the average user will be in how they interact with Siri. For years, Siri has been criticized for being behind the curve. This deal fixes that by making Siri and Gemini work in tandem. In this new setup, Siri remains the primary interface. Siri takes the command from the user. If you ask for something simple such as set an alarm for 7 a.m., Siri handles it locally on the device for speed and privacy. However, if you ask Siri plan a 7-day itinerary for a trip to Japan, focusing on hidden culinary spots, Siri will recognize that this requires deep world knowledge. Siri will reportedly hand the processing off to Gemini. Gemini will do the research and drafting and then send the response back to Siri to present to the user. The processing is expected to be incredibly fast in less than 2 seconds. Apple's private cloud compute is set to ensure that your personal data is stripped away before the request hits Google's servers, meaning Gemini gets the question, but it doesn't know who is asking. What can Apple users expect in terms of practical features? This upgrade introduces system-wide writing tools, allowing users to rewrite or summarize text in any app, from mail to WhatsApp. It also brings Genmoji, which uses Gemini's generative power to create custom emojis on the fly, an image wand which can turn a rough sketch in the Notes app into a polished illustration. Perhaps the most useful feature is on-screen awareness. Because Gemini is integrated into the OS, you can ask Siri to send that PDF my boss emailed me yesterday to the printer, and the AI will understand exactly which file you're talking about. Despite the optics of partnering with a rival, there are 5 clear reasons why Apple has made a smart strategic move compared to its competitors. Number 1, Apple was lagging in the AI race. By partnering with Google, they are instantly catching up and in some ways surpassing competitors without having to spend 5 years playing catch up in R&D. Number 2, running global AI requires massive data centers and billions in electricity costs. Apple is letting Google foot that bill, while Apple reaps the benefits of the service. Number 3, Apple's real profit comes from selling iPhones. By making the iPhone the best place to use Gemini, they give people a reason to upgrade to the latest AI-capable hardware. Let's not forget Apple sold as many as 247 million units in 1 year, which is 7 million more than Samsung. Number 4, Apple has marketed this as Apple Intelligence. They've successfully maintained their brand identity while using Google's engine, ensuring that the user's loyalty remains with Apple, not with the AI provider. And number 5, by acting as a middleman, Apple can enforce its own privacy standards on Google. They've created a buffer that allows users to benefit from Google's data without actually giving Google direct access to their personal identity. When can you expect this? Well, these features are currently being rolled out in stages. While the initial Apple Intelligence launched last year, the full deep integration of Google Gemini is expected to be inbuilt and standard across all compatible devices, specifically the iPhone 15 Pro, and newer with the upcoming iOS 26.3 update scheduled for public release in the coming weeks. Well, you may ask why this is better than just downloading the Gemini app from the App Store. The difference then lies in the level of access. A downloaded app is a standalone destination. It cannot see what is happening in your other apps. It cannot access your calendar, your photos, or your messages due to Apple's strict security sandboxing. However, the integrated version of Gemini has system-level access. When Gemini is inbuilt, it works across the entire operating system. It can pull information from your emails to update a calendar event automatically. It can also look at a photo you just took and suggest a caption based on your previous posting style. You don't have to copy and paste text between apps. The intelligence is already there, waiting for you. It turns the iPhone from a collection of apps into a cohesive thinking assistant. Apple is not the only player using this strategy. The smartphone market has become an AI arms race. Samsung was the first major mover, launching Galaxy AI in 2024, which also utilizes Google's Gemini models for features like Circle to search and live translate. Google's own Pixel series, of course, uses Gemini as its core selling point, offering exclusive features like Gemini Live for natural voice conversations. Even Microsoft has entered the fray, integrating OpenAI's GPT models into its Surface line and the Copilot app on both Android and iOS. What makes the Apple deal different is the scale. The deal between Apple and Google represents a new era of co-opetition. In a world where AI is moving faster than any single company can keep up with, even the biggest giants are finding they are stronger together than they are apart. For the user, of course, this means a more powerful, more capable, and more intuitive device.
Two of the biggest tech giants. Apple signs AI deal with Google. Gemini to power Siri in future iPhones. This is like a BJP Congress alliance. This is why Apple-Google deal is making Elon Musk sweat.